Kardashians. Boom. I mean, there's nothing on the Kardashians. You can't even take a shit if you're Kim without it being on the front page of the New York Times. So, I mean, they're covered 24/7. There's no family that's covered more. There's nobody that's in the press more. The Kardashians, period, the end. Maybe Meghan and Harry. But there's an example of by the time it hits the air, it's always, older, and yet I can't get enough. But I do agree with you. In the sense of like, I think reality TV it's like, yeah, something, we're in a different time, right? So maybe that's just a new thing where you finish the season and then you edit it and then, I don't know.
I think, I don't know. I don't know because I mean, it's like, I'm not sure that people are going to watch long form TikToks. I mean, they do watch long form YouTubes. Maybe it's a combo of TikTok, podcast, YouTube. The Kardashian, I love Kris and Kim, the whole family, but I don't watch anymore because it's so heavily edited by them. And truly what I want to see, which I love Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban always goes on TikTok and says to people, if somebody is on TikTok promising you're going to be a millionaire in 60 days and they're going to give you all their secrets, they're not successful, because anybody who is successful, you and me for podcasting, they are not giving their secrets away. They're not giving their secrets away for $3,000. They're not giving their secrets away for a class that's going on sale for $399. They're not. You might learn some things, but you are not learning the secret sauce. And the only thing I want to see left from the Kardashians is truly how, like, which they're never going to show. They're never going to show, what the plastic surgery that Kylie really had, the fake things that they staged and how it brought them millions. That's what I really want to see. Like, I would love to see Kris Jenner on an episode of NPR's How I Built This, like, and being really real. But what that doesn't, it's only going to hurt Kris's brand. Like, they're not going to do that. They're not going to give away. You want to
see Kim wake up with like ratty hair and just hair all over the place and stumbling to the bathroom to brush her teeth and being like, I need my fucking coffee. You want to see that?
We've seen that. We've seen that. I mean, if you go back a decade, before they had money, I mean, they were hawking shit at a cupcake place like Bethenny Frankel here on Robertson in Beverly Hills. They didn't have anything. I'm curious, like, I want to know the nitty gritty. Like, tell me who you ended up getting as your tax guy. Tell me about how you, like, okay, you did, how many LLCs do you own? Oh, do you have a foundation? What are you funneling through the foundation? Like that's what I don't care.
You want a CNBC Kardashians. Yes. You want another spinoff on CNBC called Kardashians Business Advice.
Yes.
Okay.
Dude, I don't care at all. I mean, we know their amazing life. We know their routine. We know their homes are immaculately kept. Who cares now? We've seen it. And again, like, good for them. Big trailblazers. I'm not saying I don't love and respect that. And everywhere you go in Los Angeles, and even before I moved here, people say very good things about Kris and Kim. They say that once they're friends with you, they have your back for life. They support you. They call people when they're down and out. Kathy Griffin, always has said that when Kathy would make fun of them in her routine, they were the first to call her and say, it's funny. Good for you. We love the material. Welcome. Kathy bought famously a $10 million home years ago in Beverly Hills, which is now worth like $28 million, or she sold it. And they welcomed her to the neighborhood. They've always been, I've heard, very loyal, good people. But I don't care anymore. I don't give a shit at all about any of their reality, because it's not reality. They are shooting for 3 months, staging different things, editing so they always look good, or they're a little emotional, and then they come out of it. No one cares. I don't care. Like, the realest thing that's happened is,
you're not a fan.
I'm not a fan. I am a fan. I love them, but I don't, it's stupid. But I think people like that mindlessness. I mean, the good part about the Kardashians now is you can tune in and you can go take a shit and come back and you haven't missed anything. So it's like, not like it's like Succession where you've got to like follow the plot.
Do you know who says they're not mindless? Is Miss Bethenny Frankel, as she continues the reality reckoning. But you know who's not really buying it? Miss Erika Jayne.
EJ says that none of it's true from Bethenny. Basically, that she, what EJ agrees with, they should get residuals.
I'm sure she does.
But EJ says that no one's forced her to drink. No one's come over to her and said, have more alcohol or you can't eat or any of the things that Bethenny's alleged.
She says, I'm an adult, I don't, well, I mean, I believe that I really, yeah, no one's making Erika Jayne do something. I believe it. I see both sides of it. Look, I feel as the reality reckoning continues, we're gonna find out, I mean, I see both sides of it. I see someone being afraid that they're going to lose their job and being afraid if they say no. And then I see other people being like, well, why didn't you say no? No one forced the vodka down your throat, right? No.
Yeah. What do you make of, I have two things to follow up with.
Yeah.
What do you make of EJ's tickets in Bet It All on Blonde in Vegas, apparently going for as low as $7, and that gets you near the stage?
I am going to bet on Blonde, and I did not pay $7. So I guess I have a little bit of I don't really want to think about it because I paid more than $7. Look, I think that's, I mean, the majority of tickets are not going for that. Like, there's also general admission tickets. I mean, where did I see this keep raising, but I think a lot of things are misconstrued. I don't think that means it wasn't a success. I mean, every audience that I look at seems really crowded to me. No, that's all, every audience it seems pretty packed. So,
Okay.
look, I think EJ's being fine. I mean, I know they're coming for her. I can't wait for the new season of Beverly Hills. I'm going to be doing recaps. Maybe I'll do solo recaps for that and just drown out all the noise. I don't know. I mean, we'll talk about it here. But I'm so excited for that, to be honest with you.
Now, wait. I have one other insider question from
you.
And then I want to ask you about Ozempic. But I mean, you are notorious for your tell-all interviews. You get the best of the best. Supposedly, the next person on the Reality Reckoning podcast of Bethenny's is Ebony K. Williams, your friend. Do you think that Bethenny is going to get anything out of Ebony that you did not?
I mean, right. I mean, listen, first of all, Ebony is my friend. She was on this podcast. We talked about this whole thing with HR and all of that. Look, if Ebony, first of all, I don't think no one gets anything out of Ebony that she doesn't want to reveal. She's a lawyer, which is why I love when I have my fellow lawyers on. We do a dance like no other. It makes sense to me in the sense that, Bethenny has that Roni history. People are saying, Bethenny, this is personal for you. If it's personal, one of the people I mean, look, Bethenny's, I don't think she stays up at night with like darts throwing at certain people, but there's no love loss, I think, between Ramona and Bethenny. Ebony will have a lot to say if she spills her guts about Ramona. That's the person who I mean, look, I think if Ebony goes on Bethenny's podcast, she is going to talk and open up and give a real interview. I think everyone should go back and listen to my interviews with Ebony because we covered a lot of this, like almost as a precursor. Why is this out there? Did someone leak it? I think it makes logical sense because her issues are different than Raquel's. It's not revenge porn. It's not bullying. It's racism. We haven't had that interview yet. We had Raquel, which involves revenge porn and bullying and